guys, my name is Victoria Pavlov. I'm the Photoshop artist and welcome to my studio. Today we will create a very simple autumn illustration in Adobe Illustrator for our beginners. So guys, let's start. First of all, I have opened Adobe Illustrator and I have created a very simple document. You can create your document in any size you like. Also, you can use any color for your background. Now, I will switch to Ellipse tool. I will specify that I don't need fill in my shape, but I need to change color for my stroke. Because we are working on autumn illustration, today I will be using very bright colors. So this medium yellow color I will use for my shape stroke. Also, I will increase size for my stroke about let's see, 151. And now I will create a very simple shape. I will rotate this shape just like that, and switching to selection tool, I will move this shape slightly to the left. I will lock this layer just to prevent unwanted distortion. I will create a new empty layer and I will move this layer under my ellipse layer. I will switch to my curvature tool, my favorite tool, and I will change color for my fill. I will be using this bright light shade of brown color for my fill, and I will be using darker shade of same color for my stroke. And also I will bring down size for my stroke about 9. And using my favorite tool, curvature tool, I will create a very simple outline for my cornucopia, just like this. Double click to create a straight line between my current curvature point and the next one, just like this. And voila. Because curvature tool is so amazing, I don't need to worry about if I will make any mistake, how I can fix later on. I can fix anything at any time using same tool. So I closed my shape, and as you can see now, I have some not perfect areas in my shape I need to be adjusted. So first of all, I will click on this curvature point. I have highlighted it and I will drag it just like this. And now everything is fixed, almost everything. I think I don't need this curvature point anymore. I will click on it to highlight it and I will click delete key and voila. Now using this curvature point, I will adjust my shape. Now guys, I'm happy with my basic cornucopia shape. I will lock this layer. I will create a new empty layer. I will specify that in my new shape, I don't need fill color. I don't need, stroke color, but I need fill color a little bit darker than my previous one. So I will be using darker shade of same brown color. And using my curvature tool, I will create this basic shade shape, just like this. And double click to close this shape. Now I have very beautiful shade. What I would like to do, I would like to bring down opacity of my shape, just like that, and I'm happy. I will lock this layer. If I will create a new layer, it will help me to create a new shape for my shade inside of my cornucopia. So using same curvature tool, I will create this simple shape. And I have created this shade inside of my cornucopia. If I will bring down opacity of this shade, this layer, it will look more natural. Perfect. I will lock this layer. Now we have very beautiful cornucopia, but I would like to add one shape to create highlight. I will create a new empty layer. I will switch color for my fill for brighter color. For maybe You can use, guys, any colors you like. You can use completely unexpected colors. Everything is up to you. I will be using almost white color. And using same curvature tool, I will create this simple shape for my highlight. Double click for straight line between two curvature points, and voila. What I will do now, I will bring down opacity of this layer. Perfect, and I will lock this layer. I love my cornucopia, everything as I wanted. What I want to do right now, I would like to group everything together. I will unlock all my layers. I will switch to selection tool. I will select all my layers. I will go to object group, and voila. Now I can adjust my cornucopia at any time without any unwanted distortion. So what I will do, I will increase size and I will reposition it slightly to the right. And I will lock this layer. Look at this. How easy is it? Time to create our pumpkin. I will create a new empty layer. I will switch to ellipse tool. I will specify color for my pumpkin fill. And again, guys, we are working on autumn illustration, so I will be using very bright colors. I will be using darker shade of same color for my stroke color, just like that. And I will increase stroke size to 7. Using my ellipse tool, I will create this basic shape. Voila, guys. But I think I need to increase size for my stroke to about maybe, let's see, 14. No, maybe more. 18. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. What I will do now, guys, I will lock this layer. I will create a new empty layer under my first pumpkin ellipse layer, just like that. And using same ellipse tool, I will create another shape, just like that. I can reposition it, make it bigger or smaller, just like that. And perfect. I love it. I will lock this layer. Now, guys, using same tool, I will create a new empty layer under my all pumpkin layers. I will create another shape, just like that. And I will reposition it. Perfect. Maybe I will resize it and I will slightly rotate it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I will lock this layer as well. Now, guys, what I will do, I will create a new empty layer under all my pumpkin layers. Using same tool, I will create one extra shape, just like that. And I will move it close to my all shapes and I will rotate it. Just like that. Perfect. And I will lock this layer. Now, guys, the last layer. I will create a new empty layer under my all pumpkin layers, and using ellipse tool, I will create simple shape. I will move it. Just like that. And I will rotate it slightly. And again, guys, you can create your pumpkin in any shape you like. Just a little bit bigger. Perfect. And I will lock this layer. Now we have basic shape of our pumpkin. What I will do now, guys, I will unlock all my pumpkin layers. Using selection tool, I will select it and I will group it just like this. I will make it smaller and I will reposition it. Perfect. And I will lock this layer. Look at this. Now we have our basic pumpkin. I will create a new empty layer under my pumpkin layer. Using same curvature tool with different color for fill. And different color for my stroke. Guys, again, you can use any color you like. you like. I will create this beautiful stem. And again, guys, because you're using curvature tool, you can create anything you like without any effort. Just use your imagination. Look at this. Can I adjust it? Sure. I will click on any curvature point and I will adjust it. Look at this, guys. How cute is it? I love working with a pumpkin illustration. And again, if you would like to delete any curvature point, you can do it at any time. You can add any curvature point, you can delete any curvature point at any time. So this is my basic shape for my stem. I will lock this layer. Look at this, guys, how cute is it? Now, I will highlight my top layer. I will create a new empty layer. And using curvature point with curvature pen, with white color, without any color for stroke, I will create a few highlights. Just like this. And again, guys, we are working on our basic illustration. We will not working on a lot different details in our illustration today, because we are creating simple illustration for our beginners. So I have created my highlights. How can I adjust this shape? First of all, I will highlight this curvature point and I will delete it. I will click on a bottom curvature point and I will reposition it. Now I can bring down opacity of this shape, just like this. If I will need to adjust anything, I can do it at any time. Guys, nothing is too complicated. Everything is super easy if you're using curvature tool. Example, I would like to delete this point. It's too, I don't need this point anymore. I will click to highlight it and I will delete it. And I will reposition another curvature point. Now I have perfect highlight. I will lock this layer. I will create a new empty layer and I will basically create a few more highlights. Just like this, guys. And again, don't worry if you made any mistake. You can fix anything at any time using same curvature tool. You don't need to switch to any other tool. What I will do right now, I will bring down opacity of this shape of this layer and I will lock this layer. Look at this. I will create a new empty layer and I will add one more highlight to my pumpkin. Double click to create a straight line between two curvature points. I will bring down opacity of this layer and I will lock this layer. Do I need to add one more highlight? Yes, definitely I need to add one more highlight to the right side of my pumpkin. I will create a new empty layer. Using my same curvature point, I will add one extra highlight to my pumpkin design. Just like that, double click. Don't be frustrated if you made any mistake. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but you can adjust anything at any time using same curvature tool. You don't need to switch to any other tool. And what I will do right now, I will drop down opacity of this shape. And I will lock this layer. Look at this. Now we have our pumpkin. Guys, if you would like, and I will recommend to add a few shadows under our object, because our object right now kind of floating on nowhere. What I will do, I will create a new empty layer under my all layers. I will be using same curvature tool with let's see, with darker shade of gray color for fill, and I don't need color for my stroke. And using this color, I will create a very simple shape for my pumpkin, just like this. Maybe not just pumpkin, for my cornucopia as well, just like this. I can adjust my shape, and I will bring down opacity of this layer, and I will lock this layer. And now we have basic shadow. Can we add extra shadow? Yes. And again, I will recommend it to you, because shadow which is close to your subject is always darker. So I will create a new empty layer on top of my first shadow layer. I will change color for my fill to darker shade of same gray color, and I will add a very simple shape. Again, guys, it's up to you. It's your imagination. It's your art. You can create anything you like, and I will adjust my shape. See how easy is everything. And I will bring down opacity of this shape slightly. And voila, guys, this is our basic illustration, autumn illustration in Adobe Illustrator for our beginners. So guys, I hope you will create something after this tutorial. If you have any questions, as usual, just ask. I will be more than happy to answer all your questions. If you want me to record some specific tutorial for you, just let me know. Thank you guys for your time. Super appreciated. So super appreciated of all your support. And I will see you next time very soon. Bye guys.